This is a video to show how to find features that are outside of your area of interest in your Quadri model. This is a known problem when viewing 3D presentations with orthophoto, WMS, and WMTS, where it either is flickering when you're orbiting or you don't see it at all. I will here start by viewing my whole model in a plan window. So now I see my whole model in a plan window, and then I see here that it's something wrong with the extent of the model. I can see that, first of all, by either just hovering my mouse over here. If you see the coordinates down here, you see that there is probably something wrong, but also because I see something here, and then I see something far away, probably around here. That's causing the extent of this view to be huge. Now I can view what I have outside the area of interest in different ways. I can either make a selection window like this and be sure not to select what I see at the top there, because I want to catch everything outside. So I try like this, and then I can see that I have something outside. If I view some of these features here in the properties window, I can see also which task they belong to. Now, in this specific case, I see task here and I see this is yellow. That means that this value is not the same for all of these manhole features. So for this, we will get back to it. But here, I can see that all my proxy features, they have not this yellow cell here. That means that all the proxy features selected here now, they come from the same task. So the first method of deleting this is just by deleting this particular task. And I can search for it in the Explorer. And that was this task. Before I delete it, I can first view it in a plan window. And again, if you check the coordinates down here, and then you go back to this view I had earlier, I see that the coordinates are very different. I know that this area is correct area of interest, and I see those coordinates are very different. So here I need to delete this task, also delete the result objects. And then, of course, if you need that import in your model, then you need to import it and make sure that everything is in the area of interest your model is set up with the correct coordinate system. Or if you need to do a transformation, then remember to do a correct transformation. And now I know there are still things outside my area of interest. And another thing I can do is go to the modeling tab and delete features outside area of interest. This will also list up all of the features that are outside the area of interest. They are all by default selected, and I can just delete them. But in this case, I want to see which task they originally came from. Here I see for each of these features, I see a feature ID. And those feature IDs I can search for. So I can do that by right-clicking here and search for ID. Then I need to remember the feature IDs. I've written them down. So one of them were, for example, 23061. I can select it. It is now selected. And I can therefore see its properties. So here I can see for this feature, it came from this import task. And again, I can search for this import task in the Explorer. So it's this one. And as I did before, I can first view this in plan. And I see the coordinates, they are not that far off from what I know is the correct area of interest, but still they are outside the area of interest. So what I can do now also is to, now I'm in the view where I'm seeing everything in a plan window. Again here, I can right click and show area of interest. And then I will see my area of interest marked like this. And by the way, the area of interest is defined when you are setting up your model, either in connected projects or a single user model based on the CRS you select. So this, again, this is inside the area of interest, but if I go here and I zoom out, I see that it's not far away, but it is still outside the area of interest. So again, this import I want to delete. I just select it, delete also the result features. I can now just hide this show area of interest by just clicking it again. And now I just double click my mouse wheel, or you can go to view, and here also you have you can view everything visible, everything in the model, or everything in the area of interest or inside the area of interest. Now I just zoom to the whole model and I make this window and I see that there is still something outside the area of interest. And now I see that this other import from GML, this one, also have these things outside my defined area of interest. So I can delete that as well. So again, I'm now in that view where you see everything in a plan window. And again, I will navigate to everything in my model. And now I see that I don't see things that are far away from the area of interest. Also, I can just do a quick check here on modeling and delete features outside area of interest. And I see there is nothing left here. So these are some of the methods you can use to find things outside the area of interest.